Hey, everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and with me is Bearing. Say hi, Bearing.
So professional. Hi, how you going?
It's how I start all my streams. It,
At
it,
least, at least you don't do. And we're live.
yeah, yeah. When I first started doing this, I always wondered why people did that.
I did it. I did it.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was like iffy whether or not you were live, and it's like, oh, look, the live button pops up. Um, Thank you for joining me. It's great to talk to you. I
My
haven't talked
pleasure.
to you for God. It's been months since the last time you were on my stream.
Yeah, it has been a while. It has been a while. You've been busy. Been doing lots
Uh,
of streams. I see.
yeah, we actually started a nightly stream by accident. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's turned out well. It fills
That's
in the blanks.
that one with that socialist got a little bit heated.
Yeah, yeah. The
I
communist one.
listened to probably about 20 minutes of it. And you weren't fucking you weren't letting up on him.
Well, some of the shit he was saying when he told me that North Korea wasn't a fascist country, I almost lost my shit. I was trying to keep it professional and nice and at least hear him out. But god
Mm.
damn,
It's
yeah,
pretty fascist. It's pretty fascist. I mean,
yeah.
look, he might have a point in that it's not. Yeah, it might not be strictly to the letter fascist. I mean, I was interested in what he said about how he reckons fascism has to have a component of capitalism. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said to be fascist it has to be capitalist. And then he
Yeah,
took it back and said it again.
I've never heard that before, but
Yeah,
you
neither
know,
have
I don't know anything to the contrary.
well, the actual definition it talks about classes, but it doesn't say anything about an economic system.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I understood, it's an authoritarian state with national, that's lots of national pride sort of thing. Very nationalist
National
authoritarian
pride,
state.
you can't. There's no room for opposition. Opposition is shut down immediately. Yeah, so North Korea. It's fascism is basically North Korea.
It's pretty fucking fascist, isn't it?
You do a lot of streams where you talk with people you don't agree with.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they're good fun.
How do you remain so calm in those? Because you talk to some
Um,
people who are pretty for instance, your vegan gains one. That guy can be a straight ass, and you just stay calm the whole
did you
time.
did you see he did a bearing debate part 2 the other day where he just got an old video
Yes,
of mine and just
yes,
debated the video. Fucking hell.
live debate. Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah, yeah, that was. I don't know. You just gotta just take a breath and sort of just remove yourself from it. I suppose just be a spectator of your own debate, sort of thing. And
That's. I got to be honest. When I did mine today, I tried to keep you in mind. You are one of the people that I really respect on here because of your ability to stay that calm during those. And I almost lost it. I admit that because some of the shit he said.
but you just got to remember that. I mean, it's like any argument. As soon as you blow your top, and as soon as you get angry, you're putting yourself in a weak position. I mean, I suppose it's my previous career was all about negotiation, and some of it was pretty boiler room negotiation. So it might just be my nature that you know as soon as you get agitated, you've lost. Simple as that.
Is that how you deal with all the shit you get from Fisty's crew?
Oh no, that's just funny. That's funny. That's just really funny.
I've had very few people who respond to what I act to my videos, but I watch what they do to yours, and it's almost like they purposefully miss the point.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Especially like Tim and Michael, they're the worst at it.
Oh
Tim,
yeah,
Tim especially, I think he's a professional point misser. It's so fucking annoying. But yeah, you just gotta expect it from him and just talk to him like a little kid. And remember that you probably never. Well, it's very unlikely that you're ever going to change these people's minds. So don't get frustrated at the fact that you can't change their mind. Stay calm for the sake of the audience. The audience is the audience. That's who you're performing for. That's who you're debating for. So it's about demonstrating a point to the people that are listening. So as dumb as and as fucking stubborn as Tim or Michael or someone like that might be, you're actually winning the game when they do that, to a ridiculous degree, because you're demonstrating to the audience that they're just fucking idiots. So
now, for you, is the back and forth with them just about the laughs for you at this point? It's got to be.
It's gotten a bit boring with them, to be honest. Like Tim did a big video about a week ago, week and a half ago or something, where every second word was bearing, and he was really trying to bait me. And I was watching it over lunch one day, and Sugar Tit said, "Oh, you got to respond." I can't be fucked. We've been over this. We've been over all of this before, and I can't be.
Some of the times I've gotten responses, I actually, that's part of it for me. It's just I'm not going to respond to this because I know it's going to piss them off more, and that's funnier to me.
Yeah, it does. It does piss them off.
How much attention do you pay to other drama on YouTube? Because you don't seem to get, I mean, how do I want to say this? You don't seem to get involved in any of it. You just keep doing your thing. Do you even pay attention to what else is going on drama wise?
What do you mean? What sort of like?
Well, like with like Vegan Gains going after Roaming Millennial, or
look, Vegan Gains does what Vegan Gains does. I mean, I noticed that you jumped in and sort of batted for Roaming, but I mean, Roaming's a big girl. She's incredibly smart. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't have, but I mean,
look, for me, that wasn't about jumping in for Roaming. It was about I hadn't made a vegan video in a long time, and I like poking vegans because they are so, they're almost religious about it. With no matter what you say, you can't criticize anything about it. Or
I tell you who's done a brilliant vegan video, and he did it around the time that that I sort of got tangled up with Vegan Gains. He's Dr. Ranting. He in fact, I'm going to ask him if I can mirror it on my channel in response to Vegan Gains' latest efforts.
Oh,
but the way he breaks it down, he's fucking brilliant. Like he goes into like if you get a barbecue and you put a few steaks on it, like every 95% of people in the vicinity are going to start drooling.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that happens for a reason. That's soft wiring. That's you're meant to do that because you're meant to eat steak. It's just it's a natural thing. I'm not doing it any justice. You've got to watch this video. As I said, I want to mirror it, but I'll at least send you the link so you can link it from here. But it's a really good video.
Okay. No, I just noticed, like any real drama that goes on, you just still make your videos, and I was wondering if that was purposeful or if you just don't pay attention to the outside stimuli.
No, I pay attention. Like, so for example, like I mean, one that comes to mind is fucking is Daddy 05. Fuck.
Oh,
geez.
yes.
That was talk about overdone. Like fucking hell, that was just something that like it was the sort of thing that I didn't really want to get involved with, and it was being covered from every fucking YouTuber was covering it. So I mean, something like that, I just it was a pass. I like going after obscure things. I don't know if you've noticed, but I like to find something that's a little bit out of the box and a little bit sort of quirky, and go for that.
Yeah, I watch all your videos. I play a game on your channel of trying to get as many comments as I possibly can in response to what I say.
Oh yeah, how do you do that? What's your strategy?
I just try to be as ridiculous as possible.
What sort of combative, or like do you
no,
go in as a?
It's playful. I try to. it'll be about whatever you make a video on, and I just try to say something just fucking ridiculous to see who will respond to it, and it makes me laugh because everybody knows if you drop a comment on somebody's video, it's going to be the most liked video thing or comment, and you did that on one of my videos. I'm like, fuck that, I am going to take over his chat, and so I've just done that for I watch all your videos, and you do go after some obscure things, but they still tend to be in the realm of the ridiculous social justice-y crap.
Oh yeah. There's still sort of, and that's not. I mean, believe it or not, that's not on purpose. I mean, I don't set out to find a social justice related topic. You know what I mean? I really don't. And every now and again, you see I make a video that's got nothing to do with SJWs or
you're breaking up just a little bit.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Like as in robot or as in like?
No, you weren't roboting it. Just the sound going out completely. You're coming in and out.
Hang on a sec. How's that?
Seems good for the moment, but sorry.
Let me know if it fucks up again, and I'll just chuck in the Yeti. I'm going through a fancy live compression thing. Do you notice how silky smooth I sound at the moment?
I just thought that was your natural voice.
I've got I worked out how to compress live, how to use a noise gate and compress like on live streams to do it live. It's really cool. Except when it fucks up, just like then.
Do you do it hardware or software? Are you using?
No, just software. So I'm just using Reaper.
Oh, okay.
And a couple of free plugins.
Nice. God, I thought of so many questions, but I'm on so much medication now. I don't even remember them all.
Oh, that's all right. Well, let's ask you some questions. How's your channel going?
Not too bad. If I'd stop, kicking hornets' nests, I've got to get away from that.
What's the last hornet's nest you kicked?
Vegans, and they are still pissed off about it.
What from when you had a jab with roaming?
No. Ask yourself who was the guy that sat in with Vegan Gains on the stream we all did.
Yeah,
did a video where he challenged the anti-social justice side of things to a debate, and he pissed me off in it because he said anyone with a reasonable media social presence, and this is a guy who believes that there's a Holocaust going on, but he's only gonna
a fucking animal holocaust.
Yes, that's the term they use, but he's only gonna stop it if you have a big enough audience. And I'm like, if I thought there was a Holocaust going on, I would be telling everybody. Anybody who wanted to talk about it, I would be there. And
well, it depends on your definition of Holocaust. I mean, if he simply means lots of animals are being killed, yeah, they are, because we eat them.
Well, yeah, and I don't have a problem with him saying. I think calling it a Holocaust kind of cheapens the Holocaust, but I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I have a problem with him saying that it is a Holocaust, but he's only going to fight it on big channels.
Yeah, that's a good point. I noticed what's his name? What's his name? The guy from the south. His name's on the tip of my tongue. He was challenging him to a debate, and he was refusing. What's his name? The guy that talks like this. That probably doesn't sound like him at all, but that sounded like Forrest Gump.
Real quick, since you did that, the Sugar Tit stream where you guys all did the accents is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was good fun. That was good fun.
It's even funnier if you turn on the closed captioning.
I haven't done that. Is that right? Is that a bit of music?
Closed captioning and watch it. It's funny as hell. They keep fucking up the Warski's names. It comes out.
I need to do that. I need to do it.
WOR. And
it's not Cult of Dusty. The meds peds. It's fuck. This is really frustrating me now. He's not massive. He's probably got 1,000 subscribers, and he goes after Christy
Not
Winters
sure.
a lot.
The only one I know who's challenged him, I know Cognitive Thought challenged him. I don't know what's happened with that. But yeah,
Yeah, Cog would be good actually. Cog knows a fair bit about that stuff. But you know what's going to happen now? They're gonna be they sort of listen into all of our streams, and when they get the sense that they're circling veganism. They've been talking about veganism. We better fucking challenge them to an old debate. They're gonna challenge both of us now. They're gonna go. Notice you talk about veganism. Fucking tag team debate us against you cunts. And I'm gonna go. No, I couldn't give a fuck. Fuck off. Mike Barbarossa. That's it. Yeah,
oh
good
yeah,
on. Good on. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Mike
challenged him.
Barbarossa was challenging fucking what's the fucking sidekick's name again?
Ask yourself.
Ask yourself. Yeah, and he just wouldn't do it because Mike wasn't big enough.
Yeah, and what if you think that it's such a moral question? Why wouldn't you be out there telling everyone? Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck him.
Yeah.
Before that, I pissed off all the Teal fans.
Oh yeah, I caught a bit of that. What was that about again?
Teal Deer has this thing where he thinks women are going to take over the anti-SJW community and just ruin it. And that's not me making shit up. That's actually what he thinks.
I didn't think he was part of any fucking community.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't make this shit up. I just responded. Well, he did a video about Lacey Green's red pilling, and
yeah,
in it he mischaracterized an exchange that Lacey had with Blair White during their stream. And all I did was point out that he's boring and that he mischaracterized that. And God, you would have thought I killed a puppy on the street.
Oh, you know what I did? I saw a fucking video. It was a video response you did to one of his subscribers who'd taken it upon himself to make a video aimed at you. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I think I was fucking shit faced. I just watched it all, just fucking just amused by the colours on the screen, sort of thing. But
nice.
Fucking hell, he seemed a bit brain dead, that guy. Says me.
23 goddamn minute video, most of which was to prove Teal Deer wasn't boring.
How does that work?
I don't know, because that's a matter of personal taste.
Of course it is, yeah.
But that guy's responded to me again, and I watched 5 minutes of it and got so irritated by what he said that I just stopped. Because
I don't understand how you do it. How you do a video of any length to prove that someone is not boring. You're right. It's absolutely subjective.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised how many people are pissed off that I said Teal Deer's boring. Lots of people have said that, because a lot of people don't think he's very entertaining, and that's fine. And these are even people who like what he does.
But I mean, even I get the impression even Teal Deer would sort of not agree, but sort of say, "Well, I'm not going for entertaining anyway, so fuck off." Like I'm going for factual, and you know,
he wants to be the college professor. I if you like it, that's great. Enjoy it.
and good on him. He's really good. He's good at it. I mean, he's fantastic at it. But I mean, yeah, he's not someone that you'd pick as particularly entertaining, is he?
Yeah. So I didn't understand why people got so mad about that. I thought it was common knowledge that he was boring. And then before
that's sorry, man. That's exactly right, PG. It's like Fisty Splinters trying to explain sarcasm.
Yes.
Fuck, that was gold.
And before that, I'd pissed off MGTOWs again because.
Oh, that's not. Which one did you piss off?
Oh God, who did I don't think I even did it. It was in a stream we were talking about them because some dumb American had made a video about them, and I wasn't even directly involved, but you know.
Oh, was it Angry MGTOW? Was it that thing with Jeff?
Oh yes. That's what it was. It was the Angry MGTOW.
Yeah.
And yeah, told him I fucked his mom.
Yeah, he blew that up out of proportion, I reckon. I mean,
he had a complete meltdown.
He took that a bit far.
He took a lot of the videos down, but yeah, he was leaving YouTube and going to he even said he's going to the deep web to spread the MGTOW message. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Yeah, you're gonna go spread the MGTOW message next to child porn. Good job.
Yeah, look at this guy. I don't think Monkey and Bearing have the logical conviction to take on VG and ask yourself, yeah, probably not. Because I don't give a fuck. Like I keep stating, I don't care about veganism.
Yeah,
It's just doesn't interest me.
they've said that to me. What is your excuse for? I don't need an excuse for eating meat. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's not illegal.
Yeah, geez, I got so much shit. I got so much shit. Like, that's not an argument. Well, yeah, it is. It's working just fine. I just had a steak.
Yeah, so if I could stop pissing off people like that, I think I'd be a lot better off.
Well, that's YouTube, isn't it? I mean, who are you gonna who's in your sights next? Who are you gonna piss off next?
Actually, my next video that I'm planning is going to be on Alex Jones.
Oh yeah.
I'm very interested.
Any particular video?
Several actually. He just did his Father's Day message to the Newtown parents.
Newtown parents.
The Sandy Hook shooting.
Right.
He was on scheduled to be on Megyn Kelly's show yesterday. I don't know if it aired or not, but they played part of it as a promo where he kind of sounds like he's arguing that Sandy Hook never happened, that these kids were never killed. It's all fake.
Is that something that he pushes? Does he?
He himself doesn't. He says he believes people died there, but there's been a cover up of what exactly happened. But then he's also had people on his show that argue it was completely fabricated versus people who say, no, it's not. So he's at least helped spread the message. And I find that interesting. Conspiracy theories interest me. If I get really bored, I'll just go to some conspiracy theory site and read it for several hours.
You know what I've been watching lately is a guy called Secure Team. It's poxy as fuck. He's he does all like UFO shit. It's like really fucking conspiracy theory type shit. But it's really interesting. It's tacky, but it's fun.
Well, I spent like 3 days one time looking into all of the conspiracy theories around pyramids and stuff.
Oh yeah, which one? There's a few surrounding the pyramids.
The ones with that talk about like ancient species or ancient not species civilizations that are long lost, but were probably more advanced than even we are. Weird things like the Great Pyramid of Giza being perfectly the north face is perfectly north facing, which is something we couldn't even do today and get it quite right. But I love reading those things and listening to them. I don't believe in them. As soon as I'm done, I turn it off. I'm like, okay, back to reality. But they're a lot of fun.
I watched one once that it was really interesting. It put forward this argument that said the pyramid, or at least some of the pyramids, were actually like they can, the way they're built, they can produce a note, like a musical note, certain note.
Yes.
That heals you. It's like a healing chamber. That was really interesting.
Yeah, I enjoy reading that stuff, but somebody like Alex Jones takes that and pushes it to the masses, to people who really believe this shit.
Is Alex Jones kind of lost, man? Because that's a genuine question. That's not an assertion. I mean, because his thing was always, fucking the government's out to get us. I mean, but he's chummy with Trump, isn't he?
I don't know how chummy he is anymore. He's started to criticize him a little bit with some of the things going, like the Syria bombing. So I don't know how chummy he is now. He still pushes the crazy stuff, which is part of what intrigues me about him, because he obviously reports some real news.
Yeah.
He also, delves into the crazy shit. And
what's your take on what's your take on how Trump's going?
I don't think he's the dumpster fire that the news reports he is, but I don't think he's as perfect as some of his supporters think. I know that's a wishy-washy answer, but I was never really a Trump supporter. I wanted Trump to win based mostly on the Supreme Court.
What about the Supreme Court?
Whoever won the election was going to get to name Antonin Scalia, and probably you'll get to name at least one more person. And if it had been Hillary, it would have made our courts very liberal, and that scares the shit out of me, because we would have had an SJW court basically.
Convictions based on feelings.
Yeah, we just had a ruling today on free speech, which was excellent, where hate speech was confirmed as free speech. And
that's good.
Yeah. And I am surprised that it was a unanimous decision based. Well, it wasn't unanimous. There was a unanimous agreement that hate speech was in fact free speech.
So in what context? What was it? What case was that part of?
This it's called the slant case. Somebody wanted to trademark the term slant. I can't remember the exact context, if it was just slant or slant was in their trademarked.
Was it the Asian?
That's what it was.
There's Jeff Holiday exercising his free speech. Hey, nigger. Pussy. You did it with an A. Pussy. What a faggot.
But the slant case, they whoever wanted to trademark it, the government said, no, you can't trademark this because it might be offensive to Asians. And
Nice.
true story. And so the Supreme Court said, no, they can do that. You can't stop them.
But slant is a word. It's a descriptive word. Like, what your building's on a slant. Like,
yeah, but it's also a derogatory term for Asian, so you can't trademark it.
What about slope? What about yellow? What about fucking?
Well, after this, I've thought about trademarking nigger. I could make a mint with that. Yeah, but I don't. I was worried about a court with social justice warriors on it. So I was never really a Trump guy. I don't think he's done horrible. I think he should probably get the fuck off Twitter.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Keeps.
I didn't vote Trump. I didn't vote Trump, but
with your absentee ballot. But yeah, I don't think he's horrible. I don't think he's really good either. We could have done worse, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder how things would be right now with Hillary in the seat.
I bet our press would be a lot less negative. They just seem so down these days.
Yeah, but it'd be disgustingly positive. It'd be propaganda. It'd be sickening. Don't you reckon?
Yeah. I absolutely. I'm old enough that I remember when Bill Clinton was elected, and if you watch the news right up until Inauguration Day, it was so doom and gloom under George H.W. Bush. The economy sucked and everything was horrible. Literally the day of his inauguration, everything changed. Everything was great, and you could actually watch it.
It was Bush Clinton. Bush, wasn't it? It was Dad Clinton's son.
Yes.
Yeah, weird.
And when Dad was in office, there was an economic slump, but it was actually over by the end of his presidency. But the press didn't report it that way until Clinton came into office. So it was funny to watch, and that was the first time I really realized how fucked up the press can be.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't sort of remember anything about when Bush Senior was in. I was too young. I remember a little bit. I remember Clinton, I could get a head job or something, coming on that chick's dress or something.
Oh yeah, on Monica's. Why did she save a cum-stained dress? That's so.
What did she do? She did what now? I don't know. I don't remember the details.
He had came on her dress, and she saved that dress.
No! As a fucking souvenir.
That's how he got busted. They tested the DNA on her fucking cum-stained dress. That's so fucking gross.
Well, it sort of raises a question. I mean, would you? I mean, I suppose there's no. I mean, I'm not going to go there. But Would you? I mean, if a president came on an article of clothing, would you go, I'm gonna keep that. I'm never gonna wash that.
No, I'm thinking I would wash. Yeah, that's gross.
Well, I wouldn't suck the president off to begin with, but I
Yeah,
mean,
me neither, but
I see where you're going.
that's fucking gross.
Yeah, it is.
I would have loved to seen his face because he had denied, I didn't have sexual relations with that woman. I would have loved to have seen his face.
And he meant that, didn't he? He said that with conviction.
He did, finger wagging and everything.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen his face when they go, she has a cum stained dress.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder, did she say it in court, or did the lawyers say it? Do you remember those deeds? Like, did she go, no, I've got the dress with the jizz on it?
I remember it coming out in the media. I don't remember how it came out with the special prosecutor, because it wasn't actually in court. It was just
was it new evidence comes to the surface?
Yes. Dress.
Yeah,
hey,
no.
Satsu. To the people asking if I read chat, I do read chat, but in a conversation, I try not to necessarily interrupt it. And no, I am not black. To the people asking,
people think you're black.
Yeah, because I have the monkey avatar and a deep voice. So
aren't you a little bit Indian? Am I imagining that, or
no? I am 3/4 Irish, 1/4 American Indian.
Oh, American Indian, right.
Yeah. Not like Bunty Indian. That actually reminds me. You don't use social media very often, do you?
Oh, I try to, but fucking hell, it mounts up. Like I took a few days off. I sort of wasn't on Twitter for a few days because we had the honey badgers here, so I recorded a song with Dr. Randa McCam that I'm sort of just mixing now.
Right.
And so I neglected like Twitter for a few days, and fuck me, like there's just so much shit there that I'm sort of reluctant to go through it. So I try to, but I end up just going, no, too much.
I have trouble keeping up. So what I do is when I'm on it, I'll pay attention to what's going on. But if shit happened while I was off, I have no idea.
Yeah. Like I'll commonly like have like, your Twitter thing, how it says like it'll say 99 plus fucking notification. I'll often just go, yeah, no, fuck that, and just let that 99 just go by the wayside.
Well, I used to have my DMs open and I had to close them just because I started getting so much. I don't know how you do it, because I imagine you get a ton of requests and people wanting to talk.
Yeah.
With the amount I get, it's just like, holy shit. I enjoy talking with fans, but man.
Yeah, it gets a bit ridiculous. I mean, and people for the most part understand, but every now and again someone sort of gets offended, and it's it's hard to explain. It's like, oh fuck. Yeah. I don't really have a line for. I don't have a standard thing that I say. I just go, yeah, no, fuck off.
Well, we do a thing on our nightly stream where the last half hour we turn it over to chat and answer their questions, and sometimes it gets so busy in there that we can't answer everybody. We had people getting really mad. You're not paying attention to me. Like, we're trying. But
it's a price of popularity, monkey.
Yeah. First world problem, right?
Yeah. So how's your channel going? How's your growth going? You'd be, what are you, 15,000 subscribers by now?
16 now. Just
16?
16 the other day.
That's good. I remember when you were a little baby monkey. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Much more than I ever thought it would be. Seriously,
it gets a bit surreal like that, doesn't it? You go, fucking hell, is that many cunts want to listen to the shit that I spew out?
For me, it's not even the subscribers, it's the number of viewers. I tend to get about 5,000 views per video, and that is it's fucking amazing to me that anybody would give a shit enough about what I say to watch that. And then we have
surreal.
It is, and I don't know how you deal with your what are your subs at now? 350?
Just under 360, I think 358 or something.
Damn. And your growth was amazing.
I
That
did the numbers. I remember doing the numbers. I think a year in, and I was like, in terms of subscribers, it averaged out at about 2,500 a day. It was fucking
damn.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is, but well deserved. I do you realize that in this community you're seen almost as a deity?
Get fucked. You're making me blush. You're making me
No,
blush.
it's
No,
true.
no.
When people talk about you, it's everybody's afraid to approach you, and I'm like, he's the nicest guy you've ever met.
Oh, I
Um,
don't. That's the was. No one should be afraid to approach me. I might ignore you. Like, and that's only
well,
because like, there's a lot of people
because you're
approaching me, but
very
no one should be afraid to approach me. That's ridiculous.
well. I've had people when my DMs were open DM me and like, I am so sorry to bug you. I'm like, it's okay to talk to me,
Yeah.
and you take that and you multiply it by I can't do the math right now. However many subs you have, you're so much bigger. You're like a rock star, dude.
Well, I was like a rock star before I had any subscribers, man. But I'll take that. Yeah.
Do you feel that at all when you're talking to people? I know the
No,
first time I talked to you, I was nervous as shit.
no, see, I don't get that, but at the same time, I kind of do because I mean, when I started, I really loved, and I still do, Sargon of Akkad,
Oh yeah.
and I remember the first time I spoke to him, I think I had about 20,000 subscribers, and he had about 250,000, and it just fucking did my head in. Like, I remember asking him, like, how do you do that? Like, that must be nerve wracking putting out a video thinking, fuck, that many people are going to see it. But, and yeah, but yeah, so I do get it, but I don't, no, yeah, no one should be nervous or anything. That's ridiculous.
Well, I tell everybody you're a really nice guy, so I'm doing my part.
Well, I'm an absolute cunt.
You are. See, this is what I like about you. Like when watching you and Jeff Holiday, it's funny as fuck to me. And you and Andy are just awesome. You guys will rip the
Oh,
fuck out of each other.
and Andy Worski, yeah, isn't it fun how he gets triggered? I love triggering him. It's so fun.
You're a complete cunt, but you're a really nice guy. You said something just a moment ago. I do want to ask you about.
Mm.
When you put out a video, are you conscious at all about worrying that you might have made a mistake, or this is going to be the one that just ruins everything?
Not really. I mean, no, I don't think you could ever. I mean, you could, I suppose, if you did something that was just completely off character and just. I mean, you could fuck everything up if you tried to, but I mean, I'm not going to do that. But no, I don't have that worry of people not gonna like this slant that I've put on this particular topic or my opinion on this because I never gave a fuck. I mean, I think you're the same. I never gave a fuck. I somewhat thrive on telling my audience to go fuck themselves.
The only time I worried about it was with the teal deer video, because there are a lot allegiances in on YouTube, and he has a much bigger audience than me. So I was worried about that one, but I was like, fuck it. It's just my opinion. If somebody doesn't like it, oh well, we'll move on.
And I mean, even if you really did fucking piss some people off, even if you really put some noses out of joint, I mean, it's fucking YouTube. I don't think that's one video isn't going to ruin you. I mean, you might get a heap of shit, and your comment section will be full of go fuck yourself, and then
Yeah,
the next video they're going to be back, they're going to be watching because there's there's
the
only
only
so many decent creators on YouTube, and then there's a heap of cockheads, and so one video isn't going to turn me off.
the only person that
Someone I
I've
like.
seen who's really done that is Jenny McDermott, who just
Oh,
completely
fucking
pissed
hell.
everything away.
Yeah, but she did that over a series. I mean, she did that over
Yes.
time. She's made herself a troll to be sort of hated almost. She thrives on that.
Well, I've noticed because these latest controversies aren't my first. Um, you'll get one or two trolls who will hang around for a week or so, but sometimes I look at my videos and it's like, holy shit, it's been 3 weeks since I made that. It, people's memory is so short that uh, you can you can make a pretty shit video and get away with it, and people will.
Yeah. People have short memories, and it's because you're a good creator. You know, if you do a video where I or someone else goes, "Nah, I don't agree with that." That's not a deal breaker. You'd have to do fucking 20 of them to really to get me to unsubscribe. Like I don't get those fickle people who go, "Oh, I really disagreed with that, unsubscribed." Because even if I really disagree with something that a YouTuber says, I've kind of want to see what they say next. I'm in it for the fucking say something else wrong because it's something to gossip about. You know what I mean? Like I want to see what's coming out next. Especially if you're a train wreck, fucking bring that wreck on.
I am still subscribed to the Atheist Gamer for that.
Yeah,
His
me
video,
too.
his videos. I watched the one where he holy shit, thank you, Bearded Devil. Wow. And Sir Adamante, thank you. I hit my super chat. I am so sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm kind of in the moment here. I apologize, but thank you so much. Um, he had the one video where he asked Sargon and the Amazing Atheist to do a kind of like the 10 questions for white people, but on an anti-SJW thing. And in the middle of it, he just breaks down and starts complaining about how he doesn't have more views.
Who was this?
This is the Atheist Gamer. He got rid of the video, but I watched that thing like
Hang on a second. So what was the idea of the video? Sorry.
the idea of the video was to try to get Sargon, the Amazing Atheist, and any other big YouTuber to do a
Oh, I
collaboration.
think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and in the
Yeah,
middle
that
of it,
was funny.
he just breaks down about how he should have more views because of how long he's been on YouTube. And these change in that you think that that's going to help Sargon come. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. I thought the exact same thing. Yeah, that's gonna attract him. That's gonna get the big hitters in. That's gonna make him think, oh fuck, this kid's got something
Yeah.
bitching and complaining like that.
I mean, to me, that was worse than the I'm shitting my bed videos.
Yeah, I watched them with. I watched the first one of them with my patrons the other day. But
Oh,
they were funny videos.
that was so excellent. Let's see. There's something I was going to else. Oh God, my memory these days is crap.
You mentioned you're on. You mentioned you're on heaps of medication. How's your back and that?
The one they've given me recently. It makes my whole body numb, so I don't feel anything for about 6 hours. So that's great.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's no better than it was. So I spend a lot of my time laying down.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons it's so hard for me to collab with people. And when I sent that message out today, I expected you to answer like in a week in normal bearing fashion.
No. See, I like if I look at my Twitter thing, I've probably got 20 unanswered messages, but like I was mixing that song I did with Doc, and it just came up in front of me, and so I'm like, yeah, sure. So if I'm there and it's in front of me, I'm generally really good. I'll answer it. And the other thing is, I fucking I hate scheduling shit for like 2 weeks away. I fucking hate doing that. Yeah. And that's why I said, oh yeah, cool. What are you doing today?
Well, with my wife works from home 4 days a week at 10 hours a day. And her computer's right behind me, and she talks on the phone the whole time. So 10 hours a day, 4 days a week, I can't do anything.
Yeah. Haven't you got another room? Have you got a 1-bedroom here?
No, we have a 4-bedroom house, but there are people in all the bedrooms. So eventually I'd like to move into one of them when the children move out. But for now, I'm limited to 4 days a week or 3 days a week.
I thought you don't. I thought you had adult children. Haven't you got a grandchild?
I do.
Get him to get the fuck out. Fucking shape
Well,
up, cunts.
My youngest is in college, and he's home from college right now. I could move into his room during the school year, but I watch my granddaughter also. So, yeah, I'm very limited. But this week is everybody's gone. They went to visit my father-in-law, and so I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ask Baring if he'll stream with me, and yeah, glad that worked out.
Yeah. Hey, is SDA joining us? I thought SDA was going to jump on.
You know what? That little shit asked if she could join, and so I asked you if you minded, and I told her, you know, it's cool if you want to, and she's like, no, never mind. I'm like, for real.
What? So hang on a sec. She said, "Can I join?" And you said, "Yeah, no worries." She said, "No." So she streamed dick teased you. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, thanks, SDA. We didn't want you anyway. We could get Jeffrey Tits to sub on. What are you doing, Jeffrey Tits? Fuck them. Send me the link. Yeah, he's keen. You want to get Jeff on? It's up to you. It's your stream.
Yeah.
I'll send it.
Can I
haven't caught up with you.
I just sent him the link.
Okay. Jump on, JT.
Get your ass on here.
Yeah, so that's disappointing, SDA. Fucking Jesus, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, she's probably not even watching.
I bet she's just not commenting, so we think that she's not watching. You're watching her? Yeah, SDA. You're watching right now.
Weebo Jones just said to hit her up. I will hit you up sometime this week. We'll do a stream. I love her channel. I don't know if you've seen her yet. Weebo Jones. Yeah, she does this series. Oh God, what is it? Everything is Sexist, where she goes through different articles talking about where men are getting fucked, and her mannerisms are just fucking awesome. And Bloodwing, I already mentioned you. Bloodwing says I had to mention him during the stream because of having to sit through the communist stream earlier gave him a headache.
Don't let me down, Weebo Jones.
Weebo's awesome. I love her stuff.
Hey, she's got hey. She's got in the YouTubers I like column thing. She's got sugar tits on there, but not me. Bitch.
Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
See, I'm supposed to be having a very, very sensible, calm, nice, even evening. It starts out tonight with me getting sucked into a live stream where we're talking about Tariq Nasheed. I go to get some food. We're just gonna be chilling out. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a nice, relaxing evening. And then two of my favorite people, two amazing content creators, are streaming, and I watch it, and they're like, "Oh, well, maybe we should just get Jeffrey Tits in." I'm like,
when was that? What was that stream?
I was on some black guy stream earlier today.
That was a good one. When Bunty went into his rant, that was fucking awesome.
Oh, it's fire, bro. It's fire. But then I saw you guys are streaming, and I think the world of you both. You know, I think you're both fantastic people.
We think the world of you, Jeff. Aren't you supposed to be at fucking at Vid conference or whatever it is?
No, I'm not. We're not going to be flying out until Friday morning, so we're not going to be there for a while. Yeah, but yeah, I know. I saw you guys streaming, you know, and I made a couple of casual comments, and then you have to send me an invite, so that means I have to pour myself yet another glass of fantastic bourbon.
Great, we're responsible for destroying his liver.
That's.
Can I just say, I love that you're wearing a hat that says hate, and a shirt that says "I love strippers."
I love hate and I love strippers.
What's with the hate hat? I thought it was shitlord. I thought your hat was shitlord.
Well, so a while ago, I got really drunk and I lost my shitlord hat.
You lost your hat?
I did. I lost my shitlord. I couldn't figure out where the fuck my shitlord hat was for like a week. And so I grabbed one of my hat blanks that I make my shitlord hats out of, and I was like, what am I gonna do? I gotta go on a live stream. I gotta wear a hat because my fucking hairline's getting a little fucking weird. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, I know it's awful, dude. Come on, it's ridiculous. So
you're gonna have to cut your hair, man. You can't be one of those fucking long-haired cunts with a receding
I'm gonna
hair.
go. I'm gonna. You know, if my hairline recedes bad enough, I'm just gonna go straight skull it. I won't give a shit, dude. I will go.
You're gonna go what? You're gonna go what?
You don't know what a skullet is?
Is that one of the ones where they got like the hair goes around their fucking head? And they got
dude. No, the skullet's when you're like bald as fuck up top, but you like let everything just be like super long in the back. I'm gonna go full blown skullet.
Yeah, and do it with dreads. I've never seen a dread skullet. That'd be
I've never seen a dread skullet either, but you know that just means that's fertile territory for me to colonize. You know what I'm saying, my brother?
Spot on.
But yeah, no, I so that's pretty much where I've been at. So and that's how I came across the hate hat. Was I couldn't find because I was a drunk asshole. I lost my shitlord hat, so I made a hate hat. So
what do you do? Do you embroider it? Is it sewn or is it like?
No, it's a fucking. It's just a paint. It's just a paint marker.
Oh, it's paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I keep making jokes about. So like one of my big Patreon rewards is you know, if you donate $20, I make you a custom shitlord hat. But like, I don't hide anything about it. I tell people like, if you want a shitlord hat, buy a $5 marker and a $4 hat. It's $9 and you can make your own. Or you can give me.
It's not authentic though.
Yeah, or you can give me $20 and I will make one for you. Like I'm down with that. But like, if you want to save money, you can have a shitlord hat. Just make it yourself. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So do you just have a supply of black hats sitting around?
I have boxes of black hats just like sitting next to me right here. Like fucking.
Do you really? How much can you get a black hat for? Like what's a single unit end up costing you?
I order these from Buck Wholesale. This is like a huge fucking sack of black hats. These are $1.94 a piece. To get the hat blank. The marker will make about 20 hats per marker, so that's $6. So that ends up being about 30 cents per hat. So you got $2.30 per hat for that, but also shipping. If it's inside the United States, it's about $4 worth of shipping. So it ends up being like, I don't know. I guess it ends up being like $6.50 what it cost me to make the hat. And then I ship it out to somebody and they paid me $20. So I make a good profit off of that. But here's the fucker. Here's the huge fucker. Is like, if I got to send it to the UK, do you know how much it costs to ship this fucking hat to the UK? It costs $22.
Damn.
Ooh.
Right. They send me $20. I got to spend $22 in shipping plus the $4 to make the fucking hat. So I actually lose $6 every time I get somebody who's a $20 patron.
You know what you could do? You could say it's £20. You could say,
well,
but if you make it 20 of whatever currency like their currency is, like if some cunt fucking orders one and they're like Filipino, like 20 pesos, you lose massive.
You know what it is though? Here's the thing though. I've never had a patron sign up for a $20 amount and not stick around for at least 3 months.
Nice.
Never had that happen. They always stick around for at least a little bit of time. So even if they live in like fucking Zimbabwe and I got to spend like $30 to get them their fucking hat, I'm still making money off of it.
So it's not a. I thought you meant like it's a one-time donation. You get a hat, right?
No. It's like signing up for Patreon. But I mean, like somebody could, and maybe I'm letting loose on some insider information. If you're in the UK and you sign up for my $20 Patreon, I'm actually going to lose money by sending you a fucking hat. But I'm still going to do it because, I mean, pledging to like send my stupid gutter punk ass $20. Yeah, fuck, I'm going to send you a hat. Of course I fucking will. Are you kidding me? You're sending me $20. I'm a fucking gutter punk. What are you doing?
When you sign up to Patreon, you've got to, like, if you sign up for a $20 Patreon, you've got to pay that $20 up front, don't you? Like, you can't sign up at like the.
No, you don't.
You can't.
No.
You sure?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. When you pledge,
Absolutely.
you pledge does not mean that your payment is actually going to go all the way through.
So I could sign up and not pay you $20 at all, and just sign up for like a day, and wait until you put the hat in the mail, and then go.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work though. That wouldn't work though because I wait until all the payments are cycled before I send people hats.
Oh, fucking that's thinking.
Smart.
That's thinking.
See, I'm not that fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
Yeah,
I like it.
straight up. I know what's up, man. I know how to do this shit. It's fucking crazy. This is my job.
Look at Steve Shives. Bearing tried to donate to my Patreon. I sure did.
That was funny as fuck.
That was heartbreaking.
Even if I knew somebody hated me, if they signed up for my Patreon, I would take their money.
I'd fucking take them. Of course, I'd fucking take them. I'd take money off every fucking SJ, every kind I hate. I'd yep, give me your money. I'm not too proud. Give me your money.
I'm a whore. I'll take it.
I'm a whore, and I'm not a fucking cheap whore. I need those donations.
I do have to say though, I'm a little upset because somebody sent me a while ago that they were going to be sending me a Steve Shives hat, the local ball team that he always wears, that very similar fucking hat. They never sent it to me. I think I have to order it on my own at this point. I'm very upset about it. Super.
Who is
upset.
it? Who is the team? Do you know who the team is?
Oh, I can't remember. It's been a while, but yeah, it's like a local baseball team that that he supports, and that's what the hat is. It's got their logo.
How many do you think he? Because when I did that video, the one that compared him with 5 years ago, Steve, the other day, he had the same fucking hat. He had the same hat 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
He must go through. He must have a supply of them. He must have a box of them.
Or it's just a very durable hat, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
am I the only one who was struck by how physically different he was?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He
Oh no, sorry, no,
healthier.
you're not the only one. Yeah, he was. Yeah, and he had that glint of human in his eye, where it's just dead now.
And his
Yeah.
lips weren't constantly wet.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was a little weird.
Jeff, were you in the stream where I forget what stream it was? It was probably a couple of months ago where I actually put a bounty out on Steve's hat. I think it was like for
I don't think I was in that one.
Oh, it was he goes to that what is it, Logic Week or fucking Reason Rally. He goes to that every year, and I put $100 bounty out on
Somebody getting
his hat.
Oh,
So if someone can pinch his, like literally run up to him, pinch his hat, and then get footage of him chasing them to get his hat back, I'd pay them $100.
So apparently that would be fucking hilarious. Apparently the hat is the Suns. It's a team from Hagerstown team that never wins. Thank you, Netarumi Felburrows. I'll have to look that up actually.
They never win.
I guess they never win. Hagerstown hats, the Suns. Yeah, no, $30 you can get one of their hats right there. That's crazy.
I still maintain he must have a supply, or he buys one every couple of weeks. Because I mean, how long? What's the longest you've had a fucking shitload hat for? Surely, like if I have hats, I fuck them up. They just get sweaty and manky. And
yeah, I mean, I fuck them up quite a bit, but like the original shitlord hat has been kicking around for a while ever since the first time I ever put it on. I don't even remember when it is when I put that hat on to begin with. Holy shit, it's been a while.
Scribelight, I do read chat. I don't always pay attention.
Yeah.
You keep fucking with me about that.
Steve Shives keeps saying, invite me on, niggas, but you're not the real Steve Shives. You're not the real Steve Shives. Bastard.
I'll go one every couple of weeks.
I want to talk to the real Steve Shives.
Oh, no shit. Fucking join the queue, mate.
I don't know if I want to talk to a lot of people who I probably shouldn't talk to. Like I want to talk to Tariq Nasheed. I don't know if I actually want to talk to Steve Shives. Do you guys want to talk to Steve?
Fuck yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Really?
I want to see how he justifies Baring's video on him the other day. I want to see how he justifies what he said then with what he's saying now. How he goes from one extreme to the other. Because he was in the everything is okay speech part, and now he's in the I will only listen to things that agree with me.
And it was one extreme to the other, wasn't it? It was one extreme to the other. It was fucking just poles.
You know what's interesting too is like a lot of people will be like, well, you know, the problem with Steve is that his balls have been taken over by his wife. If you go and you actually like look into Steve Shive's wife, she is a feminist. She does believe in a lot of regressive social justice. It's true. But like she wrote a lengthy article about how she never wanted to be anywhere near
I read
her
that. I
husband's
read
YouTube
that.
career.
It made me
Yeah.
feel a bit sorry for her.
I did too. I felt a bit sorry for her as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's actually the problem. I don't think his wife has anything to do with how Steve fell down the rabbit hole. I think it must have been something else.
That article would make it seem so. I mean, but that's just an article. Who knows?
I'm more likely to believe that article though, because that article seemed more unabashed and honest than anything Steve has put out on fucking YouTube for years. Like it was just, it was raw. It was very raw. It was very open. Like I'm more likely to listen and believe Steve's wife than I am to presuppose that Steve is just simply like hypnotized by the midget vagina. I don't think that's what happened.
But then how the fuck? I mean, so he's led himself down the rabbit hole. That's so...
I don't know what it was. I don't know what drew him in, but I am genuinely curious. I want to find out what changed in Steve Shives to make him the fucking monster that he is today. I would love to find that out. That would be incredible.
Well, I mean, that article might sort of suggest that. I mean, remember when when he did that video with his wife, and then Sargon took the piss out of it, and then heaps of people like Shu did a video, and heaps of people did videos on it. Apparently, they cop just mountains and mountains of shit about that. I mean, maybe it's this. Maybe I mean, if he was to believe that people are genuinely attacking his family. I mean, but why would that send you down the feminism rabbit hole?
I don't know if it would necessarily send him down like that rabbit hole in specific.
It'd send you down the defensive rabbit hole for sure.
Yeah, it would make it defensive, sure, but not necessarily like full blown indoctrination. Like the type of behavior that Steve does seems to me to be like the behavior of somebody who is like fallen into line with like a cult member, you know. So I tend to think like somebody brainwashed Steve into thinking this shit.
I think it all comes from Atheism Plus and how hurt he was that everybody didn't go with him. He went from being a pretty popular guy to nobody watching him except to make fun of him. And
was he big in Atheism Plus? Was he pushing that?
Yeah, was he friends with like Rebecca Watson or some shit?
He helped. He wanted everybody to embrace the in intersectional feminist bullshit along with atheism. And when nobody did, I think it just pushed him further. I think he got alienated, honestly.
Well, he certainly pushed it. He's certainly for like what Atheism Plus was for.
Yeah.
I mean, but was he specific? I mean, I don't specifically recall him being like, yeah, Atheism Plus, yeah, go guys, you know. But he might have been just on it.
I think it broke him. I think having that kind of popularity and losing it with the feminist stuff broke him a little bit.
Well, you know what's sad about it too is like, so you look at the old videos of him, and even if you look at like the new videos of Steve, the guy does have a good charisma for the camera. He does. He has a good charisma.
He does.
And before he went fucking Looney Tunes, when he was still like just talking about basic freedom of speech and like the basic ideas by which America was founded, like the guy had a great fucking voice. And he loves Trek, so I automatically want to like him just because of that fact alone. So
Star Trek.
Dude, I am a huge Star Trek nerd, and I fucking love Star Trek. Yeah, dude, I'm into it. So the thing that drives me fucking nuts about it though is like he has this talent, and I feel like he could be a huge heavyweight, even if he's still pushing more feminist-ish ideas. He could grow even larger if he found a way to do it without being a giant piece of shit. If he just toned back a little bit, he's like, you know what? Maybe I'll try and give people a little bit of credence. I'll kind of listen to their ideas a little bit, but I'm going to try and explain to you guys why I think I'm still right. That's all he'd have to do. Just a little bit of an inch.
Imagine the buzz he'd create. Like, imagine the buzz he'd create. If he all of a sudden just announced, like, okay, look, I realise I might have, you know, sort of cut the world off in the past, and I'm willing to talk to people and, you know, and you know, be open to other ideas. Imagine the fucking the wave he'd create.
The internet would break.
I know.
Yeah,
It would be insane. It would be insane.
I've talked to a lot of people about the whole Lacey red pill thing, and I've said to all of them, I don't care if she ever leaves feminism. I actually hope she doesn't, and that she just gets a better argument, because I think that's what we need. We don't need everybody agreeing. I think feminism is crap, but Steve could be that same kind of thing. He could stay with his intersectional garbage, but make better arguments. And yeah, he would blow the fuck up, especially if he was willing to talk to other people.
Even if he didn't make better argument, even if he just said, I'm willing to talk to people, even if he just did that, it'd be
amazing. It'd be amazing. And it would actually probably be a hugely beneficial thing too. You know, it's interesting that you say that, Monkey, too, because the last time that I spoke with Lacey over voice, I mean, I like Skype chatter very frequently, but the last time I spoke with her over Skype video was not that necessarily that long ago. But she, you know, she was dealing with all the kind of crazy shit that's been going on, all this wild wingnut shit. And the last thing I told her before I took off and I went to go inside was, whatever you do, Lacey, whether it serves me or not, whether it is good for what I do or not, don't you ever, and I mean fucking ever, don't you ever let these people take feminism from you. Don't fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fucking do it. It doesn't matter if by you embracing feminism is a bad thing for me or my argument. The simple fact of the matter is that your voice is very important and it has a lot of weight, and you're a smart person. So if you bring sanity and intelligence to feminism, that's more important than my argument or than anybody else's argument. Don't you dare let them take feminism from you.
Yeah. The way that
you tell people where feminism is supposed to go.
Yeah.
Fuck all the rest of them.
The way the cabal's been fucking treating her is fucking disgusting. It really is. Like
terrible.
Horrible. Yeah. But it's not unexpected. My first video on it, that's what I said at the end. Expect them to just treat you like garbage. And the weird part about it is the only things she said is that she was in favor of free speech and she wanted open dialogue. And I do not understand how those two things equate to the garbage she got. I just don't.
No, of course they don't. So if we break it down to like basic principles, basic understanding of what we understand feminism is supposed to be. Feminism is supposed to be to make sure that women have the equality to men. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The basic concept.
The dictionary. If we're going on dictionary definitions, I'm a fucking feminist.
Yeah, absolutely. No, me too. Yeah, absolutely.
We all are. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the dictionary definition.
And we all, and all of us, all three of us, absolutely believe in social justice, equality, equal rights under the law. We all believe in this shit. We all absolutely believe in it. The problem isn't feminism. The problem has never been feminism. Feminism has never been the fucking problem. The problem is not feminism. The problem is internet feminists.
Yeah.
Because they take the idea of what feminism is supposed to be and they use it to weaponize concepts in society to shame people into falling in line with things that make no fucking sense. That's the problem. And that's why I pleaded with Lacey, do not let them take feminism from you. because
Yeah.
even if you might say shit that I don't agree with, you're still a sane person and you're the biggest feminist on the planet. If you bring any kind of sanity, a modicum of intelligence, and you change the format, you change the dynamic of what we're talking about, of what feminism is supposed to be, you're undoing the harm of all these reactionary fucking assholes we've been dealing with for fucking years. They don't get to own feminism
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they did, and they fucked it up. They fucked it. All right, I'm off my soapbox.
No, you're absolutely right. I honestly hope she stays with feminism. I'm a big fan. I know everybody likes Christina Hoff Sommers. I love Camille Paglia. I don't agree
Who's
with her
that?
on everything.
She's
Who's that?
fascinating.
Camille who? Camille who?
Camille Paglia. It's
Yeah.
Paglia, but the G is silent.
She's kind of a wingnut, but I have some mad respect for that woman, even though she's a fucking lunatic sometimes.
She
I
is.
have respect for her.
She's an old school feminist. She's a feminist that believes in equality, but equality of responsibility as well. That women who are allowed to go out drinking at night, they have a responsibility to take care of themselves to get home safely.
Sure.
Some of the stuff she says is a little crazy, but she absolutely is a feminist, and she gets treated like shit by feminists because she doesn't believe in the third wave.
Yep.
All this crazy shit.
Intersectionality.
Yeah, she's amazing to watch because she's very knowledgeable in history too. She gets a little hyperbolic at times, but yeah, she's fucking amazing, and she's a feminist, and I love her. I don't hate feminism. I hate modern feminists. They're fucking insane.
That's really where the big problem is. Yeah, it's not with the concept. It's not with like the basic structure of what feminism is supposed to be. It's how people weaponize it and use it as a tool to direct and manipulate people. Like that's
and turn it into the opposite of how it's defined. They really do. They turn it into the opposite of this catty fucking horrible fucking exactly like what we're saying with Lacey with the cabal.
Well, you know what's really crazy? This is insane. This is absolutely insane. And you're gonna get a kick out of this, Bearing. You're gonna fucking love this shit. So over the past 2 days, right, I've been dealing with this motherfucker named Tariq Nasheed. This dude, if we're talking intersectional feminism, this dude shames black people for getting into interracial relationships, right? He has an anti-gay website where he makes fun of black dudes for acting, quote unquote, acting homosexual. He calls them moist. It's called antimoist.com. Whole website dedicated to just putting people on blast for acting how he perceives to be gay. He blasts interracial relationships. He out and out fucking expresses misogynistic ideals, like real misogyny, not the kind of misogyny you and I get accused of, not the kind of misogyny you, Ranting Monkey, get accused of. Real misogyny. This is an actual real misogynist, a fucking racist, a homophobic giant piece of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The past 2 days, like Bunty King got banned because he was fucking with this dude. I've been dealing with him for 2 days. You know what the social justice circle did? Do you know their one contribution to this fucking conversation is? The one contribution.
What's that?
Christy Winters found one tweet of me saying, you know what's similar between Tariq Nasheed and Richard Spencer? They're both going to be triggered by how many black chicks I've fucked. She took that and said, look at how misogynistic Jeff Holiday is.
For fuck's sake.
No comment on Tariq Nasheed's misogyny, homophobia, and blatant fucking racism. She does not battle this motherfucker who is the absolute avowed enemy of modern mainstream feminism. Yeah. No, she tries to take the piss out of me because I objectified black women.
Yeah, that's Christy.
And not only that, she subtweeted me and she sent it to Lacey Green.
Yeah, yeah. It's all to fucking exposure. Yeah, that's Christy to a T.
Isn't that insane? How
What a
can
cunt.
anybody take these people fucking serious anymore? Like I am
Yeah.
literally putting my fucking Twitter and my YouTube career at risk by battling these fucking racist, misogynistic, fucking homophobic bigots. I am battling the shit out of them.
And
I'm
here's his
ripping
point
them open.
scoring. Yeah.
And all she cares about is finding a way to be like, well, Lacey, you should be hanging out with Jeff Holiday because he objectifies black women. Fuck you,
He said he'd watch a porno with you in it. I'd watch a fucking porno with Lacey Green in it, for fuck's sake. I wouldn't be ashamed of that.
I'd watch a porno with you in it. I don't give a shit, man. I'm a slut. I'm a fucking dirty, nasty asshole.
Yeah, nice. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, you should.
So you excited for VidCon?
I am, man. I'm really excited for VidCon. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be absolutely out of control. You know what? You know what's weird? So we've been doing all these like prep conversations, these prep chats, prep streams and whatnot. A lot of people have been talking, you know, like, oh well, we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be interesting. But a lot of the people, a lot of the YouTubers that I usually hang out with, they're like, oh, I'm really nervous. I'm really socially awkward. I'm like, I'm not. You guys ready to get fucking crazy? I'm gonna fucking rip this motherfucker up. You don't even know what the fuck's about to happen. So it's like me, Derek Blackman, some black guy, Andy Worski, Bunty King. We're all just kind of like, you guys are seriously awkward. That's fine. It's cool. Just like latch onto our shirts. You'll be fine. Yeah. We're gonna show you how to fucking get in trouble and almost get arrested. Like, let's do this shit.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
I
bet Andy Worski's really effeminate in real life. Something tells me.
I bet it's gonna be. I think so. When me and Andy hang out, it's kind of like pouring burning gasoline on top of burning gasoline. So I figure like me and Andy are gonna kind of have to find a way to keep each other out of jail.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. But at the same time, I think so. We're also going to be hanging out with Dave Cullen, who's an Irishman.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So I think I might be so focused on trying to drink an actual ethnic Irishman under the table that I can't go to jail.
Yeah,
because I'm going to try.
Dave strikes me as the sort of person that he could be absolutely fuck-eyed drunk, and he'd still be a bit sensible, I reckon.
He
goes the complete opposite way. One drink and he's fucked.
I've conversed with Dave when he's had like a binge drinking day, and he's fine. He's very composed. He's a true Irishman. But I'm gonna drink him under the table.
I bet you know.
Is there any part of VidCon? Is there any part of VidCon you're looking forward to, like any of the presentations and stuff, or?
Fuck no, I don't even know if I'm actually gonna go into the fucking. I don't know if I'm even gonna go into the convention, dude. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, what about you? Must be fucking looking forward to meeting like fucking Riley Dennis and shit.
No.
Really? Not even a little bit? Not even a little bit?
Here's the thing. So we do have plans. We're all gonna try and like walk in at the same time to get into like the big YouTube parties. So there will be like kind of the like pants squishing, everybody like has diarrhea when they see us coming through the door sort of thing. But other than that, like I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. Like, oh, so there's a panel on social justice that's gonna be going on, and there's a bunch of like there is, yeah. No, there's a panel on intersectional social justice and like strategy planning and shit that's going on at VidCon. I'm not gonna go to it. There are other people.
Someone has to stream that shit. I don't see that.
You should rush the stage.
Yeah, no. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. No, let them have their fucking meeting. I'm not going to interrupt it. It's fine. You know what I'm going to do in protest to their silly little fucking bullshit? I'm going to get all these other people that are all going to be in LA, in Anaheim at the same time. I'm going to go get drunk. That's my protest. My protest is them like finding their strategy planning meetings to find the best way to combat the white supremacist patriarchy. No, fuck. Oh, this is how we're gonna combat it. Let's go get some fucking tequila shots over here and some fucking waffles. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go do this.
Protest by waffles.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them, dude. Who gives a shit? You know,
Someone should film that. Someone should send the unpopular kid to film that.
Well, but you know
Make it a
this as well as I do, Baron. Like the whole thing is like I don't want any of these people to go away. I want them to find a better tactic.
Either do I, but I want to tease them.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, you're gonna tease them either way. But like, if they find a better, interesting way to go about with their new tactics, it just means a new, interesting way that you have to develop your own tactics to make fun of them. Like, fuck it, whatever, dude. It's just content. It's more fuel for the fire. You know, none of this makes any sense.
I wonder what kind of tactics they would come up with besides we're not going to talk to them.
I don't know, hug circles or something. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, it's so bizarre. These types of people, they talk about like, well, we go through all this internet harassment and we feel so marginalized and victimized by this, that, and the other thing. Like, motherfucker, I just had one of Tariq Nasheed's fucking followers telling me that my whole family was gonna get slaughtered by blacks because the 1408 fucking revolution was gonna come again and the blacks are gonna rise up and slaughter all the whites. Like,
Jesus.
Oh, wow. You had some random fucking 14-year-old tweet at you gonna get raped. Well, I can really sympathize with that. That's okay. You know. I mean, come on. Seriously. Like you're not automatically inoculated from people saying the most abhorrent shit to you on the fucking internet because you only make one type of content. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely
who's suggesting that you are?
Lots of people like make these claims that like as a trans person on the internet, I am inundated with harassment. Well, of course you are. Of course you are. As a white person, I'm inundated with harassment on the internet. As a black person, someone's inundated with harassment on the internet. Join the fucking club. It's called Having a Pulse. Shut the fuck up. Buy a ticket. Enjoy the ride.
I just don't understand why people get so triggered by that shit. My worst comments, what I do is answer with, don't forget to buy a shirt. I don't take it seriously. Like Christy Winters with the whole Sargon, I wouldn't even rape you thing. I don't get why she would get so upset by that. Other than wanting to be upset. Just fucking ignore it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, grow a thicker.
It's so weird. That whole thing is absolutely insane. Like and the thing is too, like if anybody believes that the Christie's righteous indignation over Sargon's "I wouldn't even rape you" joke is sincere, well, you're lying. Either you're lying or you're dumb, because Christie does not believe that it's sincere whatsoever. She knows. Yeah. Christie's not a dumb person.
Yeah, but this is Christy. You didn't indicate sarcasm, Winters.
Oh my god, that fucking video.
But the thing is, she plays dumb just so she can get away with making those condemnations. Like, because we know that Christy is not a dumb person. Christy's a very smart person. She is actually.
You think so? She's got a PhD, for fuck's sake. You'd like to think that she's not.
No, I legitimately think Christy Winters is a very highly intelligent person. I absolutely do. But the only thing that's shitty about that is when you accept that Christy Winters is intelligent, that means that Christy Winters is a liar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the shitty fact of it. Because if she was dumb, then she could get away with not being a liar. She's just dumb.
Dumb, yeah.
But I do think she's smart, which means she is an outright, overt fucking liar. And you know how I know she's a liar and she's smart? Is because she tried to shatter my fucking friendship with Lacey Green by taking a screenshot of the t-shirt I was selling that said, "Fuck your feelings, trust in science." Cut out the trust in science and just tried to show Lacey, like, you shouldn't be friends with this guy because he sells t-shirts that say "fuck your feelings."
What a cunt. She does a lot of that. She does a lot of that. Sort of cutting things out of context.
Yeah, so not only is she a liar, she's also straight up fucking evil. She's a straight up evil, fucking manipulative, horrible human being. Just a terrible, terrible person all around.
Oh, look who finally shows up.
Oh no, you're fine. You're welcome. Just join now.
Well, Monkey said it was okay.
I'm happy you're here. They might be kind of salty at you, but I was late getting in too, so we'll be the late crew.
Yeah, no, it's fake salt. G'day. SDA, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Jeff
Good.
didn't get his invite until late. SDA was invited at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, you can't put a price on a woman's time. Stop it. Stop it right
You
now.
suck up. You
Exactly.
fucking suck up.
You fucking misogynist pieces of shit.
Guys, I've actually got to get going shortly. I've got to get this fucking lawnmower down to the fucking repair. My lawnmower's fucked, and I've tried to fix it, and I can't fix it. It's so
Hey,
frustrating.
can I ask you a question, Barry? Though, like, how
you can
cold
do.
is it there?
What right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I don't know, probably about 12 or 13 degrees or something.
12 or 13 degrees. Okay. No, it's nice.
What's that?
You know, I just like, so the
What's
thing
that
is,
in
like,
American?
well, I know what the conversion ratio is, but like, so
I'll find it.
when I was going through the whole like ice freeze over here in the winter time, you started posting up these fucking videos of like your drone flybys of people like
I know,
hanging out on the beach and shit like that.
Yeah, I know.
So when it's the coldest day of the year I'm gonna have to look it up. What's the coldest day of the year in Australia? And I'm gonna post a video of me like swimming and frolicking in a fucking mountain stream.
I deserve this.
Yeah, Barry,
this.
what do you do? Yeah, I'm gonna do that to you because
It's 55 degrees in
Oh,
American.
wow.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's
that's
nice here.
tolerable.
That's fucking cold.
Yeah.
I agree it's cold, but around here that's really
Same here.
nice.
He's about
That's
to take
about
off.
as cold as it gets here.
Oh, fuck that. We get down
Hi,
into
Pence, I
negatives.
love you.
Doesn't it like snow there and shit? Like it can't snow at 13 degrees. It's gotta be 0.
It can snow at
You
33.
didn't even hear it. Mems came in to say bye to you.
Oh, sorry, Mems. Hi, Mems. How are you?
Well, she already left. You missed your chance. It's too bad.
Sorry, Mems. Listen back to this stream and recognize that I said hi.
Well, he's like, look, listen back to the stream and recognize that he said hi to you. He just wants your validation memory. He wants your validation.
I don't want validation. I want love.
You want love.
Oh, there we go. No, I'm validated. Fuck off, Mems. I don't need you anymore.
Oh,
I love you, Mems. I love you, man.
yeah, she's pretty good. She's all right, I guess. She's okay. I mean,
She'll do.
She's
Working
exhausted.
and then having to fucking mod a chat from crazy doxers.
oh, yeah. She had
What a-
Mems was the mod team for that stream that we did earlier with some black guy. There was so
Oh.
the thing that's crazy is Tariq Nasheed is nuts, but his
Yeah.
fans are fucking crazy, and his fans hate Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Fucking loathe Tommy Sotomayor. So they found the stream, and there was how many do you think it was, Memory? How many people was it?
I personally banned 15 different accounts.
Okay, so Mems banned 15
And
different accounts.
Big
and
Mikey
these are
was
people-
also banning people too.
These are people who were spamming out the docs for Tommy Sotomayor's daughter.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Christ.
Yeah. Somebody who has
Wow.
nothing to do with any of it. And like Tariq Nasheed has like straight up said, like, will somebody please kill this coon motherfucker Tommy Sotomayor? Like he is
Whoa.
legit
Damn.
threatened straight death on Tommy Sotomayor.
What a
Yeah.
fucked up individual.
Yet the motherfucker still has a blue check mark on Twitter.
Yeah,
Jesus
and somebody
He's
who
got the right
argued
politics.
with him is banned, right? Because that makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
We was kangs and shit, man. We was kangs and shit.
Yeah, so you're gonna email me a fucking picture of a nice summer's day, aren't you? What have I ever done to you, Jeff? Fucking, that's a
Oh,
cunt.
man. No, I'm not. I'm not just gonna email a picture of Summer's Day. I'm gonna be in a fucking swimming pool with my.
Get a 360 fucking. Get a 360
Yeah,
camera.
I'll do a 360 fucking stream. I'll be
Send me an envelope with like the scent of summer, so I can smell it at the same time.
I'll be in a kiddie pool with a suspended bag of wine like over me, wearing my fucking pimp coat and my fucking obnoxious 80s Coke dealer glasses, being like, "Yo, Baron, I wish you were here, bro."
Oh
That'd be
no!
amazing.
Tweet that shit out. I'll retweet it.
You know what you could
deserve
do
that.
instead, though? You know what you could do instead? Rather than me just like torturing you over this whole thing, you could use some of that amazing amount of YouTube money that you make, and you could just grab Sugar Tits and you could just come hang out with me, and then we'll just sit in the pool together and drink our bag of wine.
I could. That's sounding like an idea.
You could
It's
do
sounding
that.
like an idea.
It's entirely possible. you know what we could do if you came over to the fucking proper coast of the United States. We would travel an hour and a half over to the coast, and we would ride dune buggies. We'd ride dune buggies up and down the fucking dunes.
I'm
We
sold.
go
And
fuck around.
shoot guns. Can we shoot guns?
Oh, dude, we'd shoot so many guns. Dude, fuck yeah, I'll buy extra guns just for you to shoot.
Why is
Right?
it everybody who's not from the United States wants to come over and shoot guns?
Yeah, no.
We don't have that many guns here.
We'll ride dune buggy. Like, I'll give you the full American experience. We'll ride dune buggies. We'll shoot a bunch of guns. I'll lock the guns up, and then I'll dose you on copious amounts of LSD, and then we'll just like have a blast, man. It'll be absolutely incredible. It's a great idea. You should do it.
You've just about sold me, Jeff. Just about sold.
I'm just saying, man. I am at your disposal.
I'm receptive. I'm receiving
I
this.
think he's sold. He's sold.
Okay.
For now,
All
I've
right.
got to go get this fucking lawnmower to my fucking lawnmower repairman because it's what I've got to do. So thanks for having me, Monkey.
Oh, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Good
Yeah,
I enjoyed this talk.
You should see how long my fucking grass is. It's fucked. It's gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna have to do. You know, when you mow the lawn, you haven't done it for ages. You got to do monos, like so your lawnmower doesn't stall. You got to fucking like do a mono and then get a bit of grass. I'm gonna have to do
That's
that.
exactly what I was doing earlier today. Yeah, you lift it up and you drop it on. And you go, brrrr, lift it up real quick so it doesn't stall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to do that. All right, good to speak to you all. All right,
All
catch
right,
you.
take care, bud.
Bye.
All right, later, buddy. We was kangs and shit.
Yeah, Tariq's an asshole. I don't understand how people like him keep their accounts, and I got banned for 7 days for saying somebody was as sensitive as a clit.
So here's what you do. Here's how you avoid that whole thing. So we know that having the blue check mark gives you a lot more leeway to say really abominable shit than people who don't have the check mark. So here's how you get the check mark. It's really simple because I don't know if you've noticed it or not, Monkey, but like there are some people who have the check mark who really don't fucking deserve it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are people with like half my follower count that have the blue check mark. And these are people who are only published through Salon. So this is what you do. You write some article about white supremacy and like how, I don't know, man, like the trope of toilet paper is a signifier of racial supremacy in basic action movies of the 1980s, some shit like that. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it has to be. Write that, send it to Salon. Salon publishes it because they'll publish any old bullshit, and then you get your blue check mark, and then you can say whatever you want. That's what you have to do.
But that didn't work with Milo.
Well, no, but at the same time, the only reason why Milo got his check mark taken away and Tariq has not is because Tariq is black.
I would agree with that.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, I actually, because of this is sort of off topic, but I've talked to some managers of just like some chain retail stores who are like, we kind of hesitate to hire black people because you can't fire them without getting into a racial suit,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
and which is ridiculous. But
Keep talking. I have to roll cigarettes real quick.
okay, so it's how racialized things are is, I think it's crazy.
Well, you know, it's wild too, because like the whole aspect of culture, or of affirmative action, it's very real. It's very, very real. And like, it's not, at its core, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. The idea started out with noble purposes, but the implementation of it is completely fucked. The idea is, because there are people who have not gotten the best advantages in life, maybe we should like put them more in the front of the line so maybe they can flourish better, and we can try and even these things out. The idea is good, but the implementation of it is shit. It is
Yeah.
fucking shit. It's terrible. And what people don't understand is like, these things actually do have a residual effect. And I can tell you exactly from first person experience that these things do have a residual effect. My experience was back in 2000. I was working for a company, and it was McAfee.com, and it was the online version of McAfee, the antivirus software. This is the purely online version of it. And I was 18 at the time. I was an antivirus researcher. I was a huge fucking nerd, and I was making way too much fucking money researching programming to learn how viruses worked. Now, I worked this job for about 7 months, and then it was unfortunate, but they had to downgrade their roster of people who were going to be working. And so they had to pick out of our very small team who was going to get fired. 3 people needed to get fired. The 3 oldest people, or the 3 newest people, obviously got fired. And then it came down to a girl named Kat and me. And I had more experience than Kat did by a month and a half. I knew what I was doing. I'd even been on special projects. It didn't actually matter. I got laid off because of affirmative action, because she was the only female that was working for the team. Now, I didn't feel bad about it. I wasn't upset. I understood that it was affirmative action. And because she was my friend and I liked Kat, and she had a lot of really cool things going for her, and it did end up being like a really positive effect into her life. But like, that's a real thing that fucking happened. Affirmative action took away my job. That's fucked up.
Well, you said something a moment ago that it was a good idea or something like that. Affirmative action had a noble goal, but at its base, it was racist and sexist from the start.
Well, of
But
course it was.
That's what you have to keep in mind, though, about these sorts of people and these sorts of mentalities too. It's all done with the best of intentions.
Yeah,
It's
and
that- you-
I mean,
You have to remind yourself from time to time what the road to hell is really paved in.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because it's not like they want, Jeff specifically to lose his job. It's just like, we want women to maybe have a chance, but also here are all the negative effects that it has.
Right. Well,
right. That's why I didn't take it personal. I didn't take it personal at all.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get personally slighted by it in any way. I was just kind of like, that's fucked.
Well, the problem, it's one of the funny things too. Affirmative action. It was one of those band-aids that just didn't actually fix anything.
yeah.
And the money and the effort which went into affirmative action would have been so much better spent if it had been put into crafting even just tax packages to encourage investment in the areas that they want to fix. The Black community, like they don't want handouts. They want things to restore their community bases and safe schools and everything, all the normal shit everyone is supposed to appreciate. And instead they get affirmative action. And that produces, because of its failure, I think maybe, it produces people like Tariq who say, well, Black people getting fucked over this way, that way. Everyone who doesn't agree with me is an Uncle Tom and a coon. But it produces these people who are just so supercharged in their senses of moral indignancy that they just turn into that cunt.
Yeah, I think that's a big problem with it. Absolutely. You know, and I never felt personally slighted by the concept of affirmative action. I felt like the idea behind it was still one that was done out of a very naive sense of altruistic purpose, but it was so directionless and so misunderstood that nobody really understood what was going to happen from it. And that, I think, is probably the greatest tragedy of something like affirmative action.
Well, it's funny because it almost turns out that it actually was the sorts of brain, like clueless white savior types that the Black Lives Matter people like to talk about. When you look at what went into crafting this sort of mentality and legislation, you kind of it does seem very apparent that it's like, wow, these really were like the clueless, well-intentioned, elites coming in like, we know what will save you poor darkies here. Have affirmative action
Yes.
and welfare.
Yes. Dude, it's okay. So isn't it's the most racist fucking policy in the world. I can't even, when I really start to think about it, it's so infuriating.
Oh, when I was in college, I had to write a paper on it.
There's an air of, well, black people are too stupid, so it's kind of like with AAVE, with like African American vernacular English, and being like, we have to study it and make sure that we respect it. It's like, do you think that black people are too stupid to speak in like complete sentences?
Isn't that fucking crazy? That's crazy.
Here's it's an important thing, and this is something I want to actually encourage. I was thinking about doing a YouTube challenge to this entire skeptic community, but I wanted to do something basically called the Steelman Challenge, or as we used to call it in my old form days, the Charlie Bravo Challenge, where you spend 1 week producing arguments and content that are the absolute, it's basically you showing your own adversaries that you're better at arguing their points than they are. And I remember
by arguing their own points for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember like I had to write, I found myself doing this in college a lot. I had to write both sides of a given argument because I never found a partner for the exercise. And I had to write both sides of the argument for affirmative action in college. And I remember, but I remember the more, like, I didn't even have to read too much. I just had to think about it. And I'm like, what would be the downsides to this? And I realized, okay, so if you're the black student, doesn't matter how good you did in school, you end up getting there to whatever college you end up in as that's the affirmative action kid. Yeah. No, he's kind of like the retard in class during high school. Like he's here because like he's special and we needed to make a place for him. It's not that he's fucking brilliant or he or she is fucking brilliant and knows what the fuck they're doing. It's that they're the black one. And that kind of stigma, I mean, how fucking demoralizing is that stigma, especially once you realize like it's there and there's no getting rid of it.
Well, and because you'll never know, is this black person here because they're smart, or are they here because they have to be? And it's the same thing with women too, especially in STEM fields. And I know women personally because I was majoring in math who...
women because you're a woman? Wait, no.
Yeah, well, because we talked about it and they were like, I don't like it. I don't like affirmative action because it means that whatever I do, it doesn't really matter because I'll be here anyway. So it's sort of, it makes you like not want to work hard in a way because you're like, it doesn't even matter if I do the best.
Yeah, you'll always be questioned.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like, well, why do the best when you get the cookie either way?
So much of the well-meaning progressive, policy in the world, it's everyone, we'll talk about Orwell. I really think it's a hell of a lot more like Huxley's Brave New World, where it's like, oh yeah, no, all the mindless shit you have here, but wait, no, it's more like a mix of Brave New World and Harrison Bergeron, where no one's allowed to really excel because they don't want other people who can't excel feeling bad.
Well, did you see the article the other day about the professor complaining about the word genius?
Oh, yeah. No, and they want to rewrite history tests at Oxford so that women can get first in class.
Why the fuck?
We want to make everything stupider so women can be the smartest people in the room.
It doesn't make any sense because I've never heard the word genius and thought dick.
I think it
You
does
haven't seen
kind
mine
of.
yet.
It does kind of seem, doesn't it? Like at every turn, these gender justice warriors. At every turn, you can mention anything, and it's like one of those association tests. And the first thing that springs to mind each time is just penis.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeffrey. This has been my problem with modern day feminism since I can remember, is that it's always we're equal to men. We want to be equal to men. And then they get into a field and everything has to change to make it more women friendly, whether it's workplace where you're not allowed to make sexual jokes, which if you don't think you should make jokes at work, fine. But it used to be pretty standard. And then women come into the workforce and now you can't do that. In the military, they have lesser standards for women. If you want to be equal, be equal.
Yeah. Well, and it's also incredibly belittling, just as a vagina holding person, to have somebody be like, well, if you want to do this, we have to fix it so that you're comfortable. It's like, well, that's just weird. I mean, I got it. It's okay. It's fine. But it's not like women don't demand that either. It's not like all women are totally fine with just going in with the standards. But
I just realized what it actually is. Did either of you guys ever watch the Penn and Teller show Bullshit back in the day?
I've seen some of it.
It's a little dated now, but it's so good. I remember they had a whole episode on the Americans with Disabilities Act. And they found out like there are places that are just like historical villages, right? Have these like creepy lawyers lurking in them, trying to find places where, there's no handicap ramp here. I'm going to sue you and take all, you're just going to settle for everything you have. And
didn't they focus on one guy who did that a lot?
Yeah, like one or two of them, yeah. And he just roamed around like an old West town. And he's like, oh, there are no handicap ramps here. There's no handicap parking. I'm going to sue you on behalf of imaginary handicap people until you pay me out the nose. The social justice in terms of a political ideology is that lawyer made into an idea.
Yeah.
Really what it is. It's seek every conceivable. And instead of suing for a monetary settlement, instead of getting money, it's power. It's power. It's this sort of notion like as long as you can virtue signal hard enough to let everyone know that you're on the right side of history on everything, you can get away with it. Anything you want.
Yeah, and it's because it even they're even trying to police what you say like behind closed doors. So let's say I'm shit talking with Monkey and we're in DMs and I say the word nigger. That's awful because there's an imaginary black person that might find out about it and might cry.
Well, how many of these things have we seen where it's one or two people that are changing things for everybody? I mean, we see that on college campuses all the time. There's a couple of people who are offended by costumes, and suddenly that becomes the biggest talking point on the internet.
That's about power. That's why. It's all about power. It's all about taking power away from others and bestowing it onto yourself.
And I think part of why it's become so powerful is because people are genuinely good people and they don't want to hurt other people's feelings. I think by and large, most people don't want people to be offended or to be hurt. And I think that that's just had like a runaway effect where it keeps happening. And then you end up to a point where if anybody says that they're offended, it's just everything has to be halted for this one person. And you can't wear Halloween costumes anymore all of a sudden.
That's why I don't care about offending people. If I say something and I'm misunderstood, I will clarify it. But if I say something that just offends somebody, fuck them. I don't care. We need a lot more offense in this country. People are so easily triggered to where they need to change everything around them to make their world perfect, and fuck them. No, that's not how the world should work.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just, I think it all comes from the fact that people don't want to be dicks. And then it gets to the point where people have not wanted to be dicks so hard that, it's just nobody can ever be a dick. And, you kind of have to bow to whoever's offended.
Your boy Pat just said, that's our world now. Ice Cube said so. That fucking Bill Maher thing pissed me off so bad.
Man, do not even get me started on fucking Ice Cube. The problem with Ice Cube is so fucking obnoxious. You know what? You know what the big problem with Ice Cube is? That motherfucker went to college. He went to fucking college. Ice Cube went to motherfucking college.
Uh-huh.
He tries to raise himself up as like, well, I'm a crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. Like, what are you talking about? A crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube? You went to fucking college, asshole, for architecture. You were an architecture student, you dick. Fuck off.
He's good
You're
at marketing.
you're trying to tell people how the black experience needs to be. You got your fucking college funded. You are not representative of the black American experience whatsoever. Fuck you, dude. Oh my God. I hate Ice Cube.
And from what I understand, the way that he speaks, he puts that on to make himself more relatable.
Of course he does.
And it's just it's so disingenuous. And then to have him up there acting offended because Bill Maher said a word which he has no problem saying, but I guess Bill Maher hasn't tanned enough to earn the rights to it. And you know, and he says, "Oh, that's our word," and Bill Maher is just like, "Yeah, okay." I'm like, I'm like, this is the same guy who makes jokes about Ivanka Trump sucking Trump's dick.
Yep.
But calling himself a house nigger is where he draws the line.
That's why I always say like Ice-T is superior to Ice Cube. Absolutely. So I had a few interactions with Ice Cube. No, not Ice Cube. I've never had an interaction with Ice Cube. I had a few interactions with Ice-T where he was dealing with like some straight up racists and shit like that. And the dude was trying to fuck with Ice Cube or Ice-T a little bit. God damn it! Why is it gonna be so hard? Fucking it, man, dude. Oh my God. Anyway, so somebody was fucking with Ice-T, and Ice-T battled him a little bit on Twitter, and then he retweeted the guy, and he's like, "Hey, fam, take a look at this dude." And so I tweeted Ice-T and I was like, "Hey man, like I get that this dude's being a shithead and everything like that, but I think you might be dogpiling, and dogpiling isn't cool." And he tweeted me back and he's like, "What do you mean by dogpiling?" And so I explained to him like what dogpiling was, and he's like, You're good. No, absolutely. I feel what you're saying, man." And he stopped. He totally stopped. He's like, "No, don't jump on this dude's ass. You know, like I can handle my own battles and shit like that." Like Ice-T is a straight up stand up fucking guy. Ice Cube, he's great. No, Ice-T is fucking chill as shit, dude. He's a great guy.
And the thing is too is if you tweet at him, like he's not gonna ignore you because he's Ice-T. He'll respond to you if he sees your shit.
Yeah, he will. And he's a really cool stand-up fucking guy. But Ice Cube has gotten to the point where he's so old that he's like all interested in like building the brand to keep himself fucking relevant for a while. Whereas Ice-T just doesn't give a shit because
I'm gonna go do my metal band now.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go tour with my fucking metal band. Yeah, dude, Ice-T is fucking chill as shit, dude. He's cool as fuck.
He's almost like a relaxed Black Henry Rollins in some senses.
Yes, exactly.
He is. Yes, Ice-T is the shit. Whereas Ice Cube is just this like cranky old fart now. It just like babbles at people, and like it just doesn't make any sense anymore. That's why when I saw like they're like, well, Ice-T is going to talk about Bill Maher using the word nigger. I'm like, why don't you get Ice-T? But Ice-T would have a lot more interesting shit to say than Ice Cube. Ice Cube's this college dropout dude who just wants to like stay relevant. Like fuck that dude.
The whole purpose of that show was for Bill to beg for forgiveness.
Take his hits.
That was so pathetic.
He actually used
that was so pathetic.
Bad thing.
What did he say? What did he even say? He said he was a house nigger. Like who gives a shit?
I lost what little respect I had left for Bill Maher with that fucking episode.
That's so dumb. That's so fucking dumb. Why would you capitulate to that? You were not by Bill Maher saying that he was a house nigger does not in any way throw any negative effect on black people. It really fucking does not. It makes a statement based upon racialized fucking ideology that is at the expense of Bill Maher, not black people.
Well, I mean, keep this in mind though too. Like I've been noticing this, like all the shit we were talking about 2 or 3 years ago, right? Everyone knows what that is now. That's out in the mainstream. The notion of a social justice warrior, the notion of this outrage and offense porn culture that they're living in. And then the realities of never say sorry to these people, that came a little bit after. I think it's going to take some time, and I think society's going to very quickly and rather soon, but late by our standards, pick up on the fact, like, wait a second, no, these are just crazy people. You can't apologize to them. You can't give in any way, because
the problem with that is where Bill Maher was already there. Bill Maher was whatever else you think about him, he stood up for free speech. No matter what anybody said, he was there to go, you know what?
Yeah, but Ice Cube is not actually an SJW. But the thing is, though, is it's the notion of, like, if you've done no true offense to a person, if you've in no way actually hurt a person, then if you've done no injury, then you have no reason to apologize. But because outrage porn is just so in fashion, people like Ice Cube are going to step up like, I ain't saying I'm offended because I don't, I'm a badass still. That's my brand. I can't be offended. But, that felt like a knife going in my body.
That was so stupid. Like, Bill Maher calling himself a house nigga was like it was
honestly, I found it to be a cringy joke myself.
I laughed.
It wasn't the best joke, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't terrible. The worst thing about it was just kind of cringy. It's like, okay, yeah, hey, you're still with it, Bill. You're still edgy.
It was such a
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny as fuck.
I laughed when I first heard it because I saw the headline and I watched it and I laughed. And then I saw him apologizing. Like, I mean, he looked like a puppy that had just gotten out of the trash.
Well, yeah, but he also saw what happened to Kramer. Kramer, who actually had it. Well, no, he had it coming though. That's the thing, is like the notion of context is so. I mean, I haven't heard one comparison outside of what I just made there, because when he screamed, "He's a nigger," he was being like a racist piece of shit on stage, and maybe he thought he was being edgy and funny, but no, I mean that was just he came off as a racist piece of shit. I mean, there's nothing racist about what Bill Maher said.
No. Yeah. He was just saying that he's too prissy to work in a field, and I don't.
But he also, but he also works for HBO, and HBO is owned by the same parent company that owns MTV and Comedy Central, and we both see the ways those two networks are going. Plus, HBO is the ones who hate girls. Let's not pretend HBO is not an SJW fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
Too. Yeah, no.
But if you go back to
go
his 9/11 thing, where he got in trouble for saying that the hijackers weren't cowards. He made an apology there, but he apologized for anybody who mistook his words. If he'd have come out this time and apologized for offending people, I'd have no problem with that. But he actually apologized and said he did a bad thing.
Well, yeah, that's the thing though. Like, you can make apologies, but don't ever apologize for the thing that you did unless what you did was genuinely bad. Otherwise, the only thing you say is, "I'm sorry you feel that way."
Exactly. And if he had done that, I'd have no problem, because like I said, the one thing I respected him for is that he has always stood up for free speech, and he totally fucked that. He just pissed it away.
I don't think he totally pissed it away. I think he just he failed. I'm not a huge fan of Bill Maher. I don't think he's funny. In fact, his own original writing is terrible. But
I like some of his monologues.
No, his monologues aren't written by him.
Oh, I know.
Do you think it would be interesting to get Michael Richards on a live stream to talk about the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be interesting? That'd be fucking crazy.
That would be interesting.
That'd be so wild to be like, Michael, so as an iconic figure in the 90s, you had this breakdown. Like, what was going through your head when you decided to just launch into screaming at the audiences, "Nigger, nigger, nigger, nigger"? Like, where did that come from? What really made you pop off? Like, what was the issue there? That'd be interesting to hear. I'd be fascinated.
Oh, I've got his. Hold on. I'm not going to give it out on the stream here, but oh yeah, I got his agent and publicist number right here.
Yeah, maybe we should reach out to him. Maybe we can talk to Michael Richards. That'd be interesting.
I'm gonna send you over something over Skype.
I don't know about the Saints, man. He might not be big enough for the Saints.
No, he's pretty undersubbed, you know.
He is pretty undersubbed. That is true. That would be interesting to like do on the YouTube Saints and not even advertise that we're gonna do it. Be like, Michael Richards, the original Kramer, everybody. We're gonna talk about nigga.
We're gonna talk about nigger, the word nigger, and our opinions of niggers. No.
Promo.
No. In the middle, we'll have an interlude, like in the middle of like what we're talking about. We'll play some K-Flex, wash your ass.
yeah. Check your Skype.
Okay, guys, I hate to do this. I'm enjoying this so much, but I'm falling asleep in my chair here. So I gotta close this
go to
one
bed.
down.
You dirty monkey.
Chat,
That's
thank
fine.
you guys for coming.
You can't-
guys.
You can't roll with the big dogs. It's fine. It's cool.
Kiss my ass. That's my response to that.
Goddamn.
Seriously, I love the Saints. You guys are fucking funny as hell. If you guys don't watch them, it's what 10:30 on Sunday nights.
10:30
10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Yeah.
every Sunday
that-
night, and also next Saturday. Well, this next Saturday that's coming. That's the right
we'll
one.
do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it live from VidCon.
Yeah, we're gonna have a live YouTube villains special with all of your favorite YouTubers, some of which will probably be coming up from.
You're gonna have Sargon of Akkad bouncing on your boy's dick like a motherfucker high on shit and cocaine.
Yep, half
Everything's
the
gonna
honey,
be out
half
of
the
control.
half
Don't
the honey
make
badgers.
promises
They'll be
you
coming
can't
back from
keep yet.
tranquilizers. We're gonna have to,
Have you met
we're gonna have to
me?
trap them.
Have you met me?
All
Oh,
links will be added to the description, guys. Thank you guys for coming. Good night, everyone.
Bouncing on your
guys.
boy's dick like a motherfucker